Sounds like what's his name? The not too basic when you were slamming on the keyboard.
Are you talking about the guy who was like sweating?
He's like he makes like he makes like videos of like how to make, you know, I don't know, a sandwich, and he'll just
like, make an absolute mess of everything.
Yeah, he'll just make a huge mess. He'll throw a bunch of eggs on it for some weird reason, and he'll just it's just very strange. But
the stream started, by the way. I love how it started out with 1 2 basic.
You're live now?
Yeah. I was trying to get you typing. Well,
discussing things like the Switch.
Oh,
5.
Switch 5. Jeez, we're only at 2.
Mario Kart 20.
That's the thing. What are we calling it? Because after tour, like, people are like 9, no 10, 9, no 10. I'm like, they're probably gonna call it like Super Mario Grand Prix or something.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like a completely different name. Yeah, there's like a pattern. Like there's like Super Mario Kart, Super Nintendo, Mario Kart 64, which is for the 64, Super Circuit, and Double Dash, which are different names. That aren't like the console, and you have DS and Wii, which are the console names again. Now you have 7 and 8. So this new Mario Kart's probably gonna have a name like Mario Kart Switch 2.
It's gonna be called Mario Kart 2. Great, we're reverting back.
Reboot. Well, it'll be like the Xbox. They'll just call it Mario Kart 1, but it'll be like spelled out like O-N-E.
Like Mortal Kombat 1. How they went from they got to 11, and instead of doing 12, they went all the way back to 1.
Yeah, literally. I feel like no matter what they call it, it's gonna be abbreviated the same as a Mortal Kombat game, because there's like Mortal Kombat 9 and there's Mortal Kombat 1, so it's either gonna be MK1 or MK9 or something weird like that. Or MKX. What if they call them Mario Kart X?
I mean, I'm sort of expecting them to at this point.
Crap.
They call it Mario Kart X.
Yeah, because I mean it's a Roman numeral, well, not Roman numeral.
Yeah, it's like the number
like,
for. Yeah,
it is a Roman numeral, but also a letter.
A letter. Mario Kart on the X platform.
Yeah.
Great. Now Elon Musk runs Mario Kart.
Yeah.
No.
No. Mario driving a Tesla or something.
Oh my! Could you imagine if that was like a thing?
That's like how they had the
Mercedes.
Yeah, the Mercedes.
You know, is it bad that I can actually genuinely see that as a as like a collab they would do?
I have a feeling it could. It's possible.
Yeah.
Personally, I was thinking Hot Wheels would be a pretty cool collab.
But it would be so inaccurate because the green shells and red shells wouldn't work. Because of how it's built like a tank.
Yeah. Like Mario driving the Cybertruck or whatever.
Yeah. So regarding like the console reveal, how are we feeling?
It is everything that we already knew from the leaks, pretty much.
I know, I didn't want to be negative.
I didn't either.
It was so underwhelming.
I will say something positive though. If you notice, part of the trailer, the Joy-Cons are sliding along unidentified black surface, and there was a rumor that the Switch 2, you could put the Joy-Con, like the rail side, down on a desk and like use it like a mouse. And I think if that's true, that is absolutely genius, because like that solves my issue with games like Mario Maker or the Stage Builder in Smash, where it's like really unintuitive to do it like on a TV.
Right. Yeah, I think. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it crossed my mind. We're getting Mario Maker 3 most likely.
Well, you know what'd be interesting is have you guys seen the I was gonna say, have you seen like the Mario Builder 64?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, they could totally just do something like that with like 3D Mario, like or like a 3D Mario Maker, just basically rip off what that, ROM hack did and just make it into a new like 3D Mario Maker. I think that would be pretty cool.
That'd be so ambitious. Well,
It would be very ambitious.
then again, Nintendo has money, so
Yeah.
they could build a whole theme park. I think they're capable of doing a 3D Mario Maker.
Yeah, I would say so. I think what do you guys think there's gonna be like a full 3D Mario this year? I think I'm thinking Mario Kart is gonna be like a launch title maybe, because that's gonna make the system sell a lot, and then
Yeah, that's smart. That would be smart. And yeah, I do see like 3D Mario for holiday.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping I mean, it seems like the next direct is going to be in April, but I'm hoping, the system comes out in the summer, like we said with the Mario Kart as a launch title, and I feel like, a new 3D Mario is like way overdue right now, so
Yeah. Yeah, another interesting thing to talk about I see in chat. Pokemon Legends ZA. We've heard nothing of it since its initial reveal, and I think that would be smart as like a cross-gen launch title as well. Because
Yeah,
like
that's right.
Mario Kart, the combination of Mario Kart and Pokemon as launch titles, holy freaking sales.
yeah, that's what I was definitely thinking about that.
Pokemon.
Mom, look, I caught a Bulbasaur!
You mean like the Pokemon man that comes out of the things and all like, oh.
You throw the ball and the little monster comes out.
What about Kirby? Do you think they're gonna do another 3D Kirby?
Probably at some point.
Yeah.
Did how much did the Forgotten Land sell? Because I feel like that had to be one of the highest selling Kirby games, right?
Yeah, I bought it, never played it. I did
Oh,
that with
yeah.
a lot of games. I'd buy it, but like, I'll play it some other
Hey.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll see now. I will buy a game and then I'll get like halfway through it and I'll be like, I'm gonna take a break from this. I'm gonna play it again later, and then I never get back to it. I have such a massive backlog because of that.
Yeah, I do exactly that too. I also bought Kirby, and I played probably like a fifth of the way through it, and then I stopped. But yeah, it's like a good game, but it's like I don't know, it's just how it goes.
It would be cool
Okay.
if they like. I think there was talks about like a Nintendo Switch Online for GameCube.
Oh yeah, I think
That would be a system seller right there alone.
Yeah.
Like just put Melee on Switch Online. That would sell systems on its own.
Let's just hope it doesn't run like dog shit. Pardon my
It probably would.
French.
It probably would. And the hardcore Melee scene will probably stick with Slippy.
I was gonna say I think it would be. I mean, I wouldn't want this to happen because it would be kind of awful. But I think it'd be pretty hilarious if Nintendo came out with like a Super Smash Bros. Melee HD, but they like patch out the wave dashing and like all
Yeah.
the competitive.
It's just Melee with Ultimate's engine.
It's just
Yeah.
brawl without tripping.
Yeah, basically.
We're going to make it more floaty.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny if they just added.
You
it.
trip every 3 seconds, and Meta Knight physically cannot touch the ground. He is always floating now.
They straight up steal Project M and put it on Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
Like Wii games on NSO, and it's just Project M.
That's a weird concept to have Wii games on NSO. Then again, I mean, Joy-Cons work like Wiimotes.
Yeah.
I had a weird dream where they did like one final Switch 1 Direct, like a month before the Switch 2 was about to be revealed, and like the big wait, we have one more announcement thing was of all things 3DS games on NSO. Why do I feel like that might actually happen somehow?
I mean, that seems like something Nintendo would do. I guess the whole point, I guess there's no getting around the dual screen though.
Yeah, it's just so left field that like it sounds crazy, but it does sound like something they do just because it's unexpected.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, like, especially like Nintendo shadow dropping the trailer this morning without like any announcement, which I guess I kind of understand why they did, because it was like very low key, since it was basically just the stuff, like everything we already saw in the leaks. But yeah.
I mean, from what I heard, a lot of people were expecting it to drop today.
Yeah, someone named Nate the Hate, I guess, said, yeah, he said it was gonna drop, and then with the Switch 1, Nintendo had like the Mario, peeping behind the curtain that they showed at 8:30.
I wish they would have just done something like that again.
Yeah, they should have shown like Wario taking a bubble bath or something like that.
It's the sequel to this. It's just like the sequel to the Switch, like the precursor to the Switch 1. Just like it shows it's actually the full image, and it's just Wario in the bathtub with Mario creeping behind the curtain.
I know, what are you doing?
No peeking.
Man.
You guys, aside from Seth Rogen Kong. And
I was gonna bring that up. I think it's time.
Yeah, it's about time we did. Like, my personal opinion on it, I don't really know. As someone who basically like grew up with Donkey Kong was literally my introduction to video games. I played Donkey Kong Country on the SNES, and just seeing a permanent change to him after all of these years, ever since I was like 4, is like mind-blowing to me.
I had a feeling like when I saw Donkey Kong in the movie, I'm like, they're gonna change him at some point to look like this. Like, I just figured it was bound to happen, and surely enough.
Yeah, I was kind of. I think the fact that when they had like the Nintendo Direct, like they made it a kind of a point to be like, we changed Donkey Kong's design, guys. And I was kind of like, well, you changed Mario, and everyone kind of looks a little different for the movie. So I was like, so why are they kind of bringing up Donkey Kong specifically?
Could you imagine the character selection? You click him and he just goes.
Yeah. One thing I am kind of concerned for, though, is the Donkey Kong fandom, because usually they're like very chill, like really pleasant fandom to be a part of, but like seeing how the Sonic fandom turned after the redesign for Adventure. Is the Donkey Kong fandom gonna become the same way?
Oh, speaking of fandoms, I got cooked earlier because I brought up the Mario voice.
Oh, yeah, the new Kevin Afghani.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot better.
Yeah, but he's not, like, Luigi seems to be the only one. Mario and Wario, I'm just like,
Sure.
But people keep telling me, you gotta move on. I'm like, there are so many other voice actors out there. Like,
yeah, I do like his. I think in Mario and Luigi he does a pretty good job.
I haven't played that.
Okay. Brothership's fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like I think. Yeah, I personally I don't mind him, but there are some moments where he does sound kind of different, kind of like. Like he has kind of a goofy sound.
Kind of a Mickey Mouse type of voice, yeah.
Sometimes he does.
Then there was Mario Party Jamboree where he goes, "It's me." I'm like, why? Who's this old woman trying to do a Mario voice? My baby! Somebody save my baby! Like that's what I got from hearing that line.
Yeah, I think he I haven't heard a whole lot, but I think his Luigi and Waluigi, I think he does a pretty definitely the Luigi.
Oh, fun fact.
He does.
We still have yet to hear his Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, because Martin A voiced them too.
I can do Baby Mario without effects. But it kind of sounds like Elmo. Yeah, basically.
I want Baby I wonder what Baby Wario would sound like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He'd probably sound like Wario from what was it? What was the latest WarioWare game?
Get it
I don't
together.
know.
Just a high pitched version of that.
Move it.
Oh yeah.
That's what his Wario.
Uh,
Excellent.
Dude, yeah, he does have a bit of a different. Like I said, I think his Mario and his Wario are definitely a bit different from Martinez. For some reason, he does seem to do the Luigi and Waluigi a bit more spot on.
Well, I know why they chose him. He was already
Does he
doing
think-
like Nintendo titles, so they're like, "Can you do a Mario?" Probably, and then he did that, and they're like, "Okay, you got the job."
Like
Yeah.
from on like IMDb though, it says like he went for like a Dragon Ball fan thing
What?
to a small role in Genshin Impact, and then like from there he just jumped straight to Mario Wonder.
Wow. That's
Makes
pretty
me wonder how they even found him.
Maybe, well, Charles Martinet actually, right before he, stopped voicing Mario, he voiced a villain in the newest Dragon Ball movie. So
Oh.
Oh,
he does he does a very similar voice to his Wario voice.
I
in
think
that
that's what
movie.
they're doing with Charles now. I think they're just putting him in films.
Yeah, I think he's
He's starting to become an actual actor.
yeah, because it's like I never really saw outside of like Skyrim, which is pretty funny that he voices the dragon in Skyrim. I don't think he did much, when he's voicing Mario, I don't think he did much voice work outside of Nintendo, from what I know at least.
I mean, yeah, he did a couple things. Like, I remember he did some English dubs for anime like before he got hired to be Mario.
Yeah, I saw some of that. One of the he did his Wario voice a lot for some of those.
I feel like that's just his natural voice when he goes to yell. Because when you hear Mario's dad in the movie, you hear a hint of Wario in there.
Yeah, that's true.
He's on my voice.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like. What if that's Wario's origin story? He's just Mario and Luigi's dad, and he's just kind of like, he gets kind of jealous of like how they're all like famous and stuff now for like saving the city or whatever. So it's like, I can't let my boys take all the glory. I have to have some for myself. Where?
I just wanted to play cowboy.
Yeah. You say I just wanted to play a cowboy.
Yeah, remember? I think Wario and Mario's.
Mario Adventures.
Yeah.
Like comic. Yeah, I had that.
I think
Like
I have
Mario
the
was
book.
like. Yeah, I have like. It's not the original edition, but I got like some. It's like a newer like reprint of like the Super Mario Adventures comics. They're all like compiled.
Yeah, I have it.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
I got it for
I've
Christmas
read-
one year.
I've read scans of them. I've never actually owned them.
Well, you saved yourself some money.
Yeah.
Nintendo ninjas are coming after you.
Oh no!
Did you guys also notice?
I
though,
swear, it's not my Metroid fan game. It is not my Metroid fan game. That guy did it.
Yeah.
Oh, what were you
It's like-
saying, Russ?
I was gonna say, you guys notice, in addition to, I was gonna say, other than just like Donkey Kong, Mario, Luigi, and Bowser, like everyone kind of looks different. Like it's kind of like how they look different
Kind
in
of.
Super Mario
More-
Wonder.
Like Mario in particular looks a lot more rounded.
He looks more like he
Yeah.
did in the Super Nintendo days.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
feel like. Yeah, Mario, he looks he's got some more, his face is a bit chubbier, and Luigi especially, I don't know if it's on purpose, he really reminds me of the N64 render Luigi and Bowser kind of looks like that
I
too.
think that's what they're going for. Now
Yeah,
that you
I mean,
mention it.
it could. I mean, it could just be. It's so weird because it's like I feel like they're trying to bring some of the designs more in line with like the Kutabe, like the 2D character art from like the Super Nintendo days, but some of it also is kind of looking like the N64 render. So I don't know if that's just like a side product of them trying to make it match the 2D art, or if they're just kind of trying to, you know, pool all the different designs into this like slightly newer art style.
Yeah, like I hope one of these days we just get like a Mario game that's just hand drawn in the official art style.
That would be wonderful. Like Wario Land Shake It got that, and I think
Yeah.
that's really surged people to want something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I'm really glad that like Mario Wonder had kind of a unique art style, but like even before that came out, I was like, man, I just wish the next 2D Mario would be like hand drawn. Like I feel like
Hmm.
maybe it wouldn't make like as much money, but it would save them a lot of money just to have the characters be hand
No,
drawn, I guess.
no, it would save money and it would probably sell just as much as Wonder. I feel because 2D Mario historically sells. That's
Oh,
nostalgia for a lot of people.
oh well, yeah, 2D Mario, but I feel like, kind of like 2.5D. Like I feel like the 3D models kind of have a bigger general audience appeal. I feel like even though I'd probably prefer to see like a hand-drawn Mario game if they had one where there aren't any 3D Mario, even if it's like 2D side scroller, if there weren't any 3D models, I feel like general audiences would, I think it would still do really well, but just maybe a little less well.
Hmm.
That's just
So,
my,
do you guys have any sort of predictions for the direct in April?
Metroid Prime 4. I
yeah.
think that's a giveaway.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
revealed that it's like cross-gen probably.
I don't think they're gonna do that this time, considering that the Switch 2 is gonna be backwards compatible. And then again, they did
Oh
the
yeah,
Wii being backwards compatible with Twilight Princess.
I think maybe
I
they'll
could see.
show. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Okay, I was gonna say I think Metroid Prime 4. I think it'll be a Switch game, primarily like a Switch 1 game, but maybe they'll do something like if you I don't know if you'd say this is kind of similar to what they do with like the Xbox Series X and Xbox One, but it's like you buy it, like, you get the Switch cart or whatever, and if you put it on the Switch 2, then there's like extra, I don't know, update or whatever that you download, and it has like graphical enhancements that can only be played on the Switch 2.
There was another thing I noticed about the Switch 2, and I don't know if it's just the footage being bad quality, but it doesn't look as impressive as how the regular Switch graphics look. Cause like I was replaying the Mario Kart footage, and I'm like, oh, Mario's a little pointy here.
Yeah, I did notice like some of I think the lamp post things were kind of rigid,
Yeah,
corny
that's
looking.
sort.
Yeah,
I'm like, I thought they were supposed to use a more powerful graphics card. What's going on here?
Yeah,
Like I
really
heard like 12 gigs of RAM and stuff, and it's like, I mean, I think it might just be an early build. There was the chance of that, because like
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
gonna show like full details of it in that trailer. We only got like 5 seconds of footage.
I know, but I thought we were getting to the point where we were going to see like probably PS3 level graphics. Not saying that Nintendo
PS3
graphics suck, but they're kind of
Yeah, I heard
behind.
all of it.
Yeah.
All of it. I was
Yeah,
really sorry. You can go.
yeah, I lost my train of thought. Okay,
I was gonna say
I
I saw
oh Okay, so I was gonna say that Nintendo were like the kings of optimization, though.
Right.
Like they have some genuinely stunning looking games on the regular Switch, and I can't imagine what it's gonna look like on the Switch 2, like later on.
Yeah, that's
Because like
that's.
Definitely.
I agree. My
yeah,
bad
it's
for
got like
interrupting.
12 gigs of RAM, which honestly I'd rather them go like full 16 gigs of RAM, but hey, 12 gigs is still a lot more than the original Switch, and they could definitely work with that.
Yeah, but like the thing is, yeah, the new Mario Kart looks impressive, but it just looked like they were obviously they're using the Mario Kart 8 engine for this. It's easier to just develop from an engine you already got. And plus, I'm pretty sure they're going to add a lot, but it's the fact that like it kind of looks like it can just run on the regular Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, yeah, because I saw a bunch of the leaks were saying that the Switch would be on par with PlayStation 4, not like PS4 Pro maybe, but like just like base PlayStation 4, which is already a huge step up from the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, I was a bit confused because I mean, at first when I saw the graphics, I was like, wait, is this Mario Kart 8 again? Then, I saw the models. I was like, okay, the models are completely different. But like, yeah, visually I don't mind it, but like the graphics aren't really anything that you wouldn't like. I've seen better looking stuff on the Switch, than just what we see in the trailer here.
Like Xenoblade. Any Xenoblade game.
And yeah, definitely. And honestly, I'd say Metroid Prime Remastered and the Mario Party games look really good for some reason. Like Superstars and Jamboree look really good on Switch.
I know, that's why I'm saying like that looks good, and then I looked at this Mario Kart, I'm like, it's the first time I ever felt like this already looks dated. Like I've never thought that before, and I was like, why would I think that?
Yeah, I hope this is just I hope it's either like some weird early footage or I mean, I'd prefer it to look more on par with like a PS4 game, but if this is just like maybe it's an early game they developed, however long ago, and maybe they just decided to just stick to the MK8 like engine and not make I don't know, not go very ambitious with the poly count of the models, but like maybe it's still capable of like PS4 level graphics. I mean, I feel like, even if it's got more gigs of RAM, it's got to have a better I don't know, GPU or whatever. It's got to be closer to the PS4, and I really hoping it is because like I feel like since it is very similar to the Switch 1, I feel like the graphics is honestly kind of a big like selling point for this upgrade.
Yeah, they need to like show what it's capable of. Like they need to show that this thing has like enough that they can make good games on this hardware, and that third parties can make good looking games on the hardware.
I like that they put Route 66 from Cars.
I was thinking that earlier. It looks like Radiator Springs.
Yeah, I didn't think about it at first, but it looks exactly like the canyon from Cars. I bet they're gonna add Lightning McQueen as a guest character.
You just see Mater come out on the track.
Yeah, they're both gonna be in the game.
Holy smokes, there's an Italian!
And Lightning, all he can say is "Ka-chow! Ka-chow!
Ka-chow!"
Ka-chow.
Do you think we're gonna get Luigi's Mansion this year or next year?
I think if not next year, the year after, because I don't see them going with Luigi's Mansion this early, because like it's usually, other than the original, it's usually a little later into the console's life.
Yeah. I did have a thought for the Mario sports games that are going to come out on this thing. Do you think Nintendo's going to continue to do the free updates stuff?
It's kind of a mixed bag. I think maybe, but they're gonna actually have like, you know, content from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have microtransactions where you can dress up Wario. Like you have like Wario's the only character.
Specifically Wario.
Wario in a
Only dress
tutu.
up Wario. Yes.
You can get like you have to pay like, you know, they'll have like loot boxes and like shirts.
No, please! I don't want Mario Kart Fortnite Edition. The Mario Kart Battle Pass.
It has gacha mechanics, but only for Wario.
You have to pay an extra $5 for my hat.
You can give Wario like sunglasses. You can give him like suspenders. You can get Wario in like a Speedo or.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you can get old man Wario. Like there's so many. There's so much Wario.
Every rotten day.
Get off my lawn!
It's just baby Mario, but he's an adult, so it's just regular Mario.
That would be really cool, though.
Grandpa Wario and an adult. No way.
No, if we have baby versions of the Mario characters, why not have like elderly Mario?
Elder Mario.
Yahoo!
Oh my hip!
Let's not forget angsty teenage Mario.
Get first place. Oh, whatever.
The spaghetti came out of a can.
I'm an
and
emo.
I was traumatized.
Mario's just
For
emo.
life.
Yeah. I don't understand.
It's a not a phase, Mom. This is a who I am.
Now pass me the ox.
Yeah.
Man, I hope they make Skibbity toilet playable.
No.
I know. I'm
No.
joking. Obviously,
No.
obviously,
No.
I'm joking.
Like they should have like
Skibbity Mario.
Brain rot Mario.
The next Mario game is gonna have the brain rot power up. The brain rot flower.
Damn!
He shoots skibbity toilets.
Look at me! I got Reese!
Yeah. Yes.
These princesses ain't loyal!
Yeah.
You guys are all of Sigmas. The princess is mine.
It's a me, the Rizzler!
You're not the reason about it. I'm the reason. Just watching me, I think on my shirt with these microtransactions they put in the game.
Baby metal cat Mario. No! God forbid!
No.
That's
No.
gonna be a micro.
Oh, I hope
No,
Pink Cold Peak is not in this.
It's Dr. Metal Green Bronze Huey from Paper Mario Color Splash.
Do you?
That's gonna.
Now that you mention it, it would be ridiculous if they actually added like Paper Mario, because they referenced Mario Kart in like Origami King and Sticker Star.
I was gonna say.
Splash.
Oh.
I thought a Paper Mario track in Mario Kart would look really cool.
Oh yeah.
Like visually.
Yeah, definitely. I think they should add. I mean, if they're gonna have Metal Mario, they should have Paper Mario, and I mean, if they're gonna have guest characters,
Sonic.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Add Sonic, yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, they should put Pac-Man in here. Like he's in the arcade games.
Yeah, he's in the arcade games. Bandai Namco also worked for Mario Kart 8. They co-developed it.
Yeah.
So who's to say they're not co-developing this game?
Yeah, just put Pac-Man in there. He'll fit right in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, they've been putting them in the arcade games for years, so I mean, I don't think it's that weird for them to, especially if Bandai Namco's involved at all. Like, they may as well just throw them in there.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, I do think like I like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, but like outside of Smash Bros, I feel like Mario and Sonic like they don't really have like a crossover that really makes that much sense. I mean,
No, they
you
don't.
know, I mean, Mario Kart is not like a Mario, it's not like a crossover game, but I feel like Sonic, just being in the game would just make a lot of sense.
It would be fair considering like Sega wanted to put Mario in Sega in All Stars Racing, but didn't because
Yeah.
of the Olympic Games.
It's so weird.
I know.
Yeah, that is some ass backwards logic. Any crossover between those two characters is going to generate sales.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, Mario
Yeah.
Kart would sell double if they just put Sonic in.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, and I felt like it was a missed opportunity that they didn't put Captain Falcon in Mario
Yeah.
Kart.
Yeah, but they put the
I'm
blue
surprised they
Falcon in
didn't.
there.
Yeah, well, yeah, they put the yeah, that's what made it so weird is that they had his car and they had like F-Zero tracks, but you couldn't play as Captain Falcon. I think it would be like hilarious if you have
Yeah.
Captain Falcon just sitting in like a tiny version of the blue Falcon or something.
I do have a prediction. I think they're gonna put Plessy in this one.
Oh, that's an interesting pick.
I think he's gonna be like one of the new heavy characters.
I wonder how he's so. I guess they could just shrink him down.
Yeah, Ridley.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They did do that with
He's
Ridley.
too big.
Yeah.
Ridley's too big for Smash.
They should just add
Casually
Ridley.
puts him in Smash.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
yeah, if anything, I can see Plessy, if not a character, at the very least being like, having like a cart based on him.
Yeah. Speaking
Yeah,
of, and this has nothing to do with Plessy or Mario Kart, I think they're going to reveal Smash Brothers sometime this year, and I have a feeling the first newcomer is going to be Waluigi. Because
Yeah,
of
that-
demand.
Because like, okay, so like, we could see like the fact they remade Mario RPG and Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, and then even with some of the Smash like Ultimate choices, like they only put they put Banjo in because of the fans, but like there was already like demand for Waluigi with like Smash 4, but I feel like Smash Ultimate, like after they were already developing the game and everything, is when the demand for Waluigi really shot up. Like they have to know, like if they don't put him in the next Smash Bros, it is
I'll
I'll be
laugh.
speechless.
It'd be funny if they put in Gino. They're like, well, we met you halfway.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering. I think it would be cool to have Gino, but it's like,
They're going to just
If
do a
I'm-
me costume again.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
I
guys
can
just
see-
did a remake! Well,
Yeah.
we
I
didn't
can
want to
kinda
do
see,
it.
like- well, I can kind of see, like, if they want a Mario RPG rep, the one that I see Nintendo going with is probably Paper Mario.
I mean, that does kind of seem like something they would do. It's like how we
Yeah.
have like 3 Links or whatever, and then we have like 3 Marios in the game.
Yeah, and that could be like part of the reveal trailer too, if they decide to bring all the characters back somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder, like, really, because I feel like everyone wants Waluigi. I want Waluigi, obviously, but I wonder if Nintendo's gonna be like, well, Toad is such an important character in the Mario franchise, and he hasn't been in any of the Smash games.
Better
He
yet,
has to-
Captain Toad.
Yeah, and that's yeah.
He can't
Oh, no,
jump!
Yeah, literally. I mean, and that's what I was like. if
He's
you're gonna
Little Mac, but worse.
Yeah. I feel like maybe, Toad is, for me, I would say regular Toad's definitely better than Captain Toad for me. I would say,
Yeah,
even
That's
though
more
people
moveset potential.
Yeah, I would say so. And even though people complain about there being too many Mario characters, I feel like,
Oh,
really
you
care.
want too many Mario characters? I'm sorry.
You're looking at the
No,
wrong franchise, buddy.
Yeah. I mean,
I never said it was a good complaint. But,
yeah, Fire Emblem now matches up with Mario's side of the roster.
Wait, like legit? Like it
Yes, I'm
does?
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same
Yeah, okay, well
exact
yeah.
amount of characters from both series.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Like Mario, he's Nintendo, he's their top dog, he's their flagship franchise. Just throw in Waluigi, Gino, and Toad.
And a
Throw in
Goomba.
all three of them. And the Goomba.
Yeah.
Because you
Have a
gotta have
Goomba.
that ridiculous character like Piranha Plant.
You know, speaking of, here was my I had an idea for a character like that actually, and it was the sports mates from Nintendo Switch Sports.
Oh my goodness.
Like people would get pissed off about that, but people would get really pissed off about that character, like probably worse than Byleth.
Well, now that you mention it, do you think they're gonna replace the Mii Fighters with the Switch Sports characters?
I
Oh, I
don't
hope
think
not.
so.
I would hope not.
Yeah, I honestly, I really hope they don't keep trying to like downplay the Mii's. Like I get that they were like trying to move away from the Wii branding, but I feel like the Switch was a bit too minimalist compared to like the Wii U, like the UI, I would say.
Yeah. Click.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like, I don't
I miss the menus actually having music.
Didn't they have
Yeah.
music that went unused?
yeah, they did. There's like a whole
What?
I think it was for eShop though.
Yeah, there is unused eShop music. I know because there's like there's like this whole aesthetic that people have dubbed like Frutiger Arrow or something, and there's like a playlist of like all like Wii like unused Wii U eShop music and stuff that people make out of it.
Yeah, speaking of eShop, oh my goodness, how laggy it is.
Yeah.
Like, compared to Wii U and, like, anything before, I don't know how you can get to that point where the eShop itself is just lagging. I thought it was my internet.
Yeah.
No, it's just somehow they poorly optimize an online shopping app.
Yeah.
How do you have a shopping app that runs worse than your actual games?
It's just, I guess it's the Nintendo.
They're built different.
That's the only explanation.
Oh. Hopefully they fix it for this.
Yeah.
We're removing the eShop. No!
I mean, they got rid of Virtual Console, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll remove the eShop.
That's the thing. Remember when Nintendo Switch Online was free?
Yeah, for a year.
Yeah. And then when they started making everyone pay for it, everyone was all pissy, but then adjusted to it. I'm kind of like, the money I could save. I already spent so much on this console.
Right. Yeah.
I'm paying $50 a year to play Smash Ultimate at 2 frames per second online.
Yeah. Same here, buddy.
Yeah.
I think it would be really great if they added Tetris Block as a character.
Oh, have you seen Crusade? Smash Brothers Crusade?
I have seen Crusade. I haven't seen the Tetris Block in there, but I've seen like Ouija, from like the YouTube proof and stuff in there. But
Yeah, they're like the kings of weird character picks for Smash.
You're reminding me of Mugen.
oh yeah, that really takes me back.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's like
that was
2007 right there.
Yeah. That was like one of the first YouTube. It was like some weird like Elmo versus Ronald McDonald and Eugene. I don't know what it was.
I don't know what it was. I was always fixated on Mario and Luigi's Idol animation in those. I'm like, why don't they do that in Smash Brothers?
Yeah. Got like the hand-drawn looking sprites that they did, because I've seen there's like these custom Mario and Luigi sprites for like Eugene that people use, right?
Yeah, I was just referring to the swinging the arms front and back. Like, it looked cute.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I was gonna say.
What Sonic... Oh, what? The Sonic Racing, whatever.
Yeah, Cross Worlds.
Oh, I really hope that Sega pays attention to when Nintendo is releasing Mario Kart 9, because if they release that game the same
Oh, we're calling
month,
it Mario Kart 9, huh?
that's what I've been calling it. You know, I just figured, you know, I had like 10 years of Mario Kart 8. Just in my head, I'm like, all right, well, we just jumped, you know, Mario Kart 9. I mean, they might call it something different.
Look
but
at Mario Kart
that's-
Tour. You made him cry.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, we had Wario Land Virtual Boy's technically Wario Land too, but Nintendo didn't include it. And
So, are you saying that there is a console we don't know about that's going to be in between the Switch 1 and 2?
Introducing
I
the
mean,
Nintendo Poopy.
the Nintendo Poopy, the sequel to the Virtual Boy,
Squeakquel.
featured,
The Squeakquel.
or Wario and the Chipmunks.
Wario and the Chipmunks. They just put Wario's head on like Alvin's body.
Oh,
I would buy
that
it.
mental image.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm a 30 now.
I want a Waluigi game. Give us a Waluigi game,
Same.
Nintendo.
Same.
I want to clip Waluigi's toenails.
Yeah.
No, not Waluigi's
Sound that
foot fault.
Could
That's why. They
you
won't give us a
imagine
new
one day on
Waluigi
Nintendo
game.
Switch Online they randomly decide out of any game that they put out on like their websites, they decide to pick that. We're
Yeah,
introducing website games on Nintendo Switch Online.
Sponsored games. Yeah. That's like.
Now you
Flash
can clip
games.
Waluigi's toenails.
That would. I mean, that would be a bold move from Nintendo. You know,
That'd
they'd
be
making some
revolutionary.
kind of shit. Yeah, definitely would be. I kind of want
It
to
would.
see.
It would sell more than Minecraft.
I think so. Yeah. I think it'd be cool if they made like a hyper realistic Minecraft game where you play as Jack Black, you know, inspired by the movie.
It's still the same animations, just with a human model.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a stiff Jack Black.
Everybody- Yeah, I can see it.
I am
That-
Steve.
I
As a kid, I yearned for the mines.
love that they actually had that as part of their trailer or whatever.
Someone said, "What are they saying about toenails?"
Oh,
So anyway,
Long,
Let's
long
move on.
time ago.
yeah.
It's way past your time, Kid Mario 0013. What other IP? Animal Crossing. Of course, they're gonna release an
yeah,
Animal
yeah,
Crossing
that's not-
game.
That's not,
I feel like
Yeah.
Animal Crossing was gonna be pretty soon, because first of all, back in like 2020, Animal Crossing freaking sold like mad. It was like Pokemon Go, but opposite because
Yeah, because everyone was cooped up in their
lockdown stuff.
house.
Yeah. So I can see them wanting to release a new Animal Crossing relatively soon, and like they would really expand on the social features of it, like seamlessly being able to go from your town to someone else's if they're online, like some kind of big interconnected thing with all your friends.
Well, I kind of thought it would be cool, like, you know how in Animal Crossing New Horizons, Tom Nook has like those little raccoon or tanuki, like they're like the little Tom Nooks. I forgot what they were called. I don't know if it was like.
I don't know. The only Animal Crossing I played was New Leaf.
Okay, well, I was gonna say you have these like there's like these little Tom Nooks, you know, these like little kid-looking Tom Nooks in the newest one. I was kind of theorizing that they're like clones of him, and I thought it would be cool if like the next Animal Crossing is like a post-apocalyptic game
What?
where
Oh.
Just
Oh.
Fallout
Oh,
Animal
man.
Crossing edition.
yeah, you have like Tom Nook is just like multiplying, like, and he's got like an army of clones that have just like taken the world. So you have to like build your resistance. You know, you're part of like freedom fighters, and you're trying to get your squad together to like rise up and overthrow Tom Nook.
That's a fan game just waiting to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
I would unironically love that. That would be cool.
Nintendo, take notes.
I would probably play it. How ridiculous it would be. But yeah, I think you either this year or next year, I would say Animal Crossing is definitely
Yeah.
coming because they've had I mean, hate to say it's been 5 years since that game came out, but it's been almost 5 years, so I think they've had enough development time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Another thing,
yeah.
Splatoon. Do you think we're gonna get Splatoon 4 relatively soon or no?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, since the original Switch has like a USB keyboard option, like for Splatoon 4, they would like capitalize on that and like you know how like with the Switch 2 you can use the Joy-Cons as like a mouse. It'd be like using a keyboard and mouse like like a regular shooter. So you'd be able to have the accuracy of like if you're playing on PC.
That would be pretty interesting. Yeah, I could. I I mean, I think it'd be cool if they also came out with their own, like, I don't know, fancy Nintendo keyboard. Like, not that they would actually need to come out with their own keyboard, but like that would just for like brand swag, I guess that would be kind of cool.
And we already
would
know
have-
close to the end of the Switch 2's life cycle, they're gonna release a Pikmin game.
Oh yeah, they could. Yeah,
That's gonna be like 5 years from now.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They like to
Pikmin
wait.
5.
Yeah, they do like to. Well, they gotta announce it. They're gonna announce that it's like they're gonna hint that it's in development. As soon as we
Like-
get the next direct, but you won't see it for another 5 years.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the Metroid Prime 4 of this generation.
Yeah, I still haven't played Pikmin 4, and I feel like I should.
Yeah.
I played 1 and 3.
I haven't played Pikmin, but my brother really liked the third Pikmin game.
The third one was okay. I just enjoyed the first one more. I don't know what it is. It felt more... While it was very limited, it did feel more open in a way.
Right. I remember the Luigi's Mansion. They had like the little trailer for
Yes!
Pikmin. I had no
Yeah.
idea what I was looking at when I first watched that.
I literally only bought Pikmin so I could get the trophy in Melee, and then I ended up falling in love with the game.
Wow.
I need to play Pikmin at some point.
Dude, it once you start, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks like a fun game. I mean, I might have to try it out sometime. I mean, what's interesting is the backwards compatibility in the Switch 2. Like, seems like they say you can play physical and digital games, but they also kind of mention like there's some games you might not be able to play. Like, I wonder what kind of games they're talking about.
Oh, we
there.
can't watch Shrek on our Switch 2.
My Game Boy Advance video won't fit in the Switch 2 cartridge. This is a ripoff.
Curse you, Nintendo! You bastards! I can't watch Shrek 2!
That's gonna be a deal breaker for me. Shrek 2 is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Shrek 2 needs to be on the Switch 2. They both have 2 in the name. Why can't they be together?
It's crazy.
true, that's
Speaking
true.
of, it's crazy how they moved Shrek 5 to come out the same time as the new Ice Age movie.
Wait,
They think they can beat it. Probably.
Just like they thought they could beat Sonic 3.
just Shrek.
that was-
They
That
ain't
was
beating
Disney.
Shrek, that's for sure.
Did you get? Did Okay, I think you told me, Dario. Like, I asked if you saw Sonic 3. I think you said you saw it. Did you see Sonic 3, Mario Man?
I have not yet, unfortunately.
Let's not spoil in case people in the chat didn't watch it.
Okay. All right. What did you think of it though, Dario?
Better than the first two films, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I've heard.
Easily. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I love Shadow. He's my favorite edgelord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gained so much more respect for Shadow as a character last year. Like,
Yeah, I think they've.
Wow.
I mean, with Shadow Generations, like actually having good gameplay. Like I think they've been doing a
Oh
pretty
yeah.
good job.
Yeah, Shadow Generations engine is so smooth. Like it is
Yeah.
like the most fluid 3D platformer I've ever played, and the next mainline 3D Sonic game should just be built off that engine because it's perfect.
My only gripe with it is the mission stuff, because it's like, oh, I gotta do this.
Oh, you mean like the challenge acts?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never like I. That's the thing with video games. You know when you see something, it's gonna be like, oh, this is so good. There's probably gonna be something in the way, like how Luigi's Mansion was with the friggin' cat. I friggin' hated that.
Yeah.
When games think more gimmicks mean more fun.
No, it's padding so the game's longer.
Yeah.
True.
It's like,
Yeah,
dude, I don't care
yeah.
if the game is that short. Just let me have fun.
Yeah, I didn't mind them, but I can definitely see how they would be like, because there were a couple of them I was like, okay, this is getting a bit frustrating. Like I think the one with the spikes, I kept dying on that one.
The post-game ones after you beat the game are just ridiculous.
Oh
Like,
yeah. I can't beat those.
Yeah, I stopped after like the second one in Rail Canyon.
Mm.
All right. Speaking of, I think we should talk about the Sonic model.
And
I know it's been very controversial. I honestly don't care, but I'd love to hear both your thoughts
Okay.
on
So
the
do you mean,
Sonic
like-
model.
like the Sonic, the one that they've been using since Forces, or do you mean like the Sonic
Yes,
movie?
the Since
Yeah, I know.
Forces.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting a little bit like old. It feels the renders all feel kind of dated. Like they don't have like flair to them like the fan renders do. Like some have Sonic look all stretchy and whatnot. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's just
very-
the
I'm rubber. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm very like it's very strange. Like it was very strange seeing that model again in like Shadow Generations. I mean, I guess it makes I don't know. It's so weird because like I would say even the like so since Unleashed, you know, they've kind of just been iterating on the same model. And like I've kind of gotten, you know, I kind of want something new, but it's like at the same time, the Forces model is literally just a worse version of the Unleashed model. Like he's got those really short quills. He's got like he just looks like a less cool version of the
Yet
Unleashed
Shadow looks
Sonic
great.
model. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, Shadow looks really cool.
Shadow does, yeah, and it's like Sonic has like the short quills, while Shadow has like the regular length quills. And I know like some people say the quills are like a nitpick, but it just feels disproportionate seeing like the classic Sonic quills on modern Sonic.
Yeah, I think that's what I think they were trying to do, like what they did with what Nintendo did with like Mario Wonder. I think Sega
Right.
tried to pull like a, oh, it's the best of both worlds, but just he's too light blue.
Yeah, although but at the same, it's like they've been doing this. I think this model has been there since Forces, so I think they're just trying to like merge him and classic Sonic into like a single entity or something weird.
Which, like, there's reasons there are people who prefer one over the other.
Well, Unleashed still stands at like the highest poly Sonic model.
How?
I don't know. That's just how it is right now.
Yeah, it's kind of it's weird to say because like so I don't know. I guess it would be fair to say Shadow Generations probably is the best looking Sonic game now, but like I feel like Unleashed is still it still feels like visually top two,
Yeah.
basically, you know?
Yeah,
like,
Unleashed visuals actually kind of they hold up to this day.
yeah.
But yeah, and Switch 2, I heard that Microsoft was helping out Nintendo with this console.
Ooh,
That is
I kinda-
interesting.
a part of me likes the sound of that.
Well,
But
yeah,
a part
they've
of
been
me-
buddy for a bit. I mean, it
I
wouldn't
know.
surprise me.
I heard that the Master Chief collection is coming out for the Switch 2, which sounds kind of crazy, but I can kind of see
I'd
it
buy
happening.
it.
Oh, all the Halo
I would,
fanboys
yeah.
are mad.
Yeah.
Why does Nintendo get it? It's like, why not? Like,
Yeah.
what, you think
They wanna
only
go
you should
multi-platform.
have it?
I feel like, yeah, they might as well at this point. I mean, the game came out,
Yeah.
however many years ago anyways, so.
Yeah, like, why complain? It's like, are you playing Switch? Why you have a problem with us having what you have?
Yeah, literally. And I feel like if it does come out, it'll be a good, like, metric to see how powerful the Switch 2 is.
Like, literally, the one thing I wanted, like, when Microsoft, before the whole buddy buddy thing, was friggin' Cuphead. And we got that, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did they say they're working on a sequel to Cuphead? Or
I think it was
no?
just the DLC. I'd be
Okay.
surprised if they were working on a sequel. I mean, then again, they'd be able to reuse assets, which wouldn't be a problem. It's just about the new stuff. I think that would take up a lot of time.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But
Like,
yeah, they're
I would-
set
I-
mainly.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to see, like, how we were talking about the hand drawn thing earlier. I really would love if they would give us another Wario Land game, and with like
Yes.
Too bad,
Yeah,
you're getting
maybe-
WarioWare. No, it would be
No,
surprising if
much.
they did a Wario World sequel.
oh no, it was so peak. I really wish that, like, I know they're never gonna touch it again because, like, I don't even think that game sold very well. The company that made it, I think, went under. But like it was everything good about Wario Land in 3D. Like, I don't know. They need to do that again.
And that game is expensive now.
You
I-
know what we really need a 3D game of? Donkey Kong.
3D.
Holy crap! Why is
Yeah.
DK64 the only one?
We almost got one.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. What was the company that was gonna?
Vicarious Visions, which
Yeah,
they're under
yeah.
Activision, and Activision made them work on Destiny instead or something. Like they moved their team that was working on the
Yeah.
Donkey Kong game to Destiny.
They did that with a couple of different companies. Like, they had Crash Bandicoot 4 ended up being like the highest selling Crash Bandicoot game. So their reaction to that was to take the developers and put them on Call of Duty Mobile or something.
Oh my god.
That is so ass backwards.
Wasn't Crash supposed to get a 5th installment?
I mean, the sales numbers would definitely indicate that, but I guess Activision just didn't care enough.
Well,
I
now
don't know.
Microsoft owns them.
Maybe that's for the better. I don't know.
Yeah. Like,
Yep.
here's the thing. Like, any developer under Microsoft can, like, work with any franchise that Microsoft has under their belt.
Right.
So, like Rare doesn't want to make a new Banjo-Kazooie. They said straight up they don't want to make it.
Oh,
So
man.
it would have to be, like, a new developer under Microsoft that would be interested, because Phil Spencer said he'd be all for it.
Right. I think
It's
yeah,
just-
the thing that I think Rare, like, yeah, I don't even think much of what's left of the, like, original Rare staff even works there anymore. So I don't-
Yeah.
They should just
wouldn't-
do Banjo 3 straight up. I'm pretty sure they have everything for that.
I think they could, especially, like, I know it's kind of different. It's on the PS4, but I feel like the fact that this, like, Astro Boy kind of just sprung up out of nowhere, and then everyone's like, kind of saying how, like, amazing
Yeah.
it is or whatever.
Yeah,
I
it'd be
feel
the
like,
game of the year.
yeah,
so-
like, I feel like,
Yeah, that could lead to, like, a shift in the industry, I feel.
yeah,
Like-
that's what I was
Like, 3D
thinking that.
platforms are gonna boom in the next, like, couple years.
I want to play Astro Boy
Yeah.
on my Switch too.
I wonder. I feel like Sony's probably gonna hold on pretty tightly to that one, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's their Mario now.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, the fact that that game's, like, actually successful, I feel like that does open a door for, like, earlier, like, Banjo, I would say, probably not a market, outside of a very niche market, but first we had Crash obviously doing well, and then Astro Boy really set a new, like,
Wait, Wait, it's Astro Bot. Astro Boy's the friggin'. I just realized. I'm like, wait a minute.
Right. Or was I saying Astro Boy the whole time?
I think so, but I didn't catch it. I'm like, wait, Astro Boy, Astro Bot. Oh, I was thinking the wrong thing too. No, Astro Boy's the friggin' anime thing.
Yeah.
It's like the anime, like I think
the Mega Man.
Yeah.
Character.
Like the really early anime.
Dang, that flew right over my head.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they really wanted to, they could make an Astro Boy platformer, and then that would like incentivize Capcom to do something with Mega Man.
Yeah, but like, I'd be surprised if Sony won't let Astro Bot be in Smash. That's a big no-no for them. I'm pretty sure. I think Astro Bot's their like main mascot right now.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, Nintendo, with Smash Bros, they've gotten a lot of, I guess, obviously they got Sora in Smash, they got Banjo in Smash by working with Microsoft. Like they can pull a lot of deals, but I don't think I've actually ever seen them, since the SNES station, like whatever they were making with Sony, I don't think I've seen Nintendo work with Sony on anything since the 90s. So
yeah,
at least you can watch the Mario movie on your PS5.
That's true. Yeah, the Nintendo ninjas might come to your house though for illegally watching Nintendo content on a competitor.
Oh,
console.
no worries. I'll put out milk and cookies for them. They can leave. They can leave their cease and desists under the tree.
Yeah, we will gladly do that.
Nintendo ninjas are coming to your house. Just see friggin' ninjas stuffing cease and desist into your stocking.
Someone needs to make like a short film or animation or something out of that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a funny concept.
Yeah.
My Pokemon fan game's finally done. I can go to bed.
Yeah, the Nintendo ninjas see you when you're sleeping, so there won't be any going to bed there.
Yeah, back to Rare. Someone said they already mutilated Conker. I'd be surprised if Conker came back. I know Croc's coming back.
Oh yeah, I did see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the whole that was a really interesting looking concept. The way they're doing that remaster, because it's like I don't know, it's like a kind of
It's HD but uses the original models.
Yeah, but it's like it's more than what Nintendo kind of did with like Mario 3D All Stars or whatever, where they have I don't know what I was gonna say, but
Yes.
yeah, it's more upscaled than the typical like N64 PS1 remaster, I guess.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Speaking of, I just got Glover on the Switch.
Oh, is that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what was it? Limited Run Games was selling Glover, and I think I ordered it like 2 years ago, and it came just last week or this week.
What? You mean you like bought it online and then they didn't ship it to you until now?
Yeah, I forgot about it. I'm like, Glover? Damn, okay. Better be worth it.
Yeah, better be.
That's another thing. They should really... I think the company, whoever put this out, I think they're experimenting to see if it sells well so they can probably put out Glover 2.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, because Glover 2 never released, but I think it was finished. It could be like a Star Fox 2 type of situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. They could do that.
I forgot about that.
I'm surprised they went so long without releasing Star Fox 2. I don't understand why they held back.
Yeah, that was very weird because the whole game was literally done, so...
Yeah, they kind of just released it like so many years later, just out of nowhere on what was it, the Super Nintendo Classic?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they put it on Switch Online.
Mm. Do you guys know Bubsy 3D?
Yo, no. Shush.
Aren't they working on another Bubsy game?
Are they? Because I
I
was
could
gonna
have
say,
sworn I saw a
they're-
trailer last year. Hold on.
You know, that freaking that reboot that they made
model
so many
was
years ago,
horrendous.
it's like it's like $30 for like 10 levels. It's ridiculous. And there's no point to collecting the yarn. There's no reason. They have these big open levels, but there's no reason to explore them.
Oh yeah, here it is. It's Bubsy in the perfect collection first trailer. Wait, that was 6 months ago. Is that legit? I know they're doing Gex.
Yeah, I saw that was
Yeah.
I think it's just like an HD collection of the original games for Gex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
You know,
it was so weird with the what was the it is legit. Okay. No, but like that Bubsy game that came out when they just brought him back. How is it that the friggin' art for the box looks fine, but the model in the games looks ugh.
Is that the Bubsy, the Woolly's Revenge or whatever it was called?
It looked
Yeah.
horrendous. It looked like my first Unity game.
Oh, let me look at it. Oh
And then-
yeah, he does.
and I think they made an auto runner after that, which was $20 and not on mobile, on Steam.
What?
Oh. I really wonder why they would.
What
could
could
possibly
possibly
go
go
Bubsy?
wrong?
Yeah.
Everything, Bubsy. Everything. This game belongs on mobile. It needs to be free to play with microtransactions, not $20 on Steam.
So we can't get Banjo-Kazooie, but we can get Bubsy. Oh, what a friggin'
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, what inspired them? What inspired some company to bring Bubsy back, but not Banjo-Kazooie?
I think it was JonTron.
That was
It could have been like people memeing on the games, and they're like, "Oh, let's make a Bubsy game and buy the rights to the characters."
I think that genuinely had to be it. It's like when they released Morbius in theaters for a second time because they had a bunch of memes or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
They thought they
never
could
heard of that.
capitalize on the movie being bad.
Yeah, basically everyone was saying how Morbius was the movie of all time, and there were just a ton of memes out of it. So Sony just thought it would be a good idea to like give it a second shot at the box office, and it didn't work out very well.
Imagine if it had, and now we live in a timeline where Morbius is like the new Sharknado. They're making a whole bunch of sequels to it that are just purposely bad.
I kind of want to see that happen, honestly.
You know what we need? Pepsi Man on the Switch 2.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot this was a Switch 2 live stream.
Yeah. I think I've seen Pepsi Man people take like Metal Gear Revengeance or like Devil May Cry gameplay, and they would mod Pepsi Man over it. I feel like you could do like a Pepsi Man hack and slash type game as like the new entry in the series.
I'm surprised Pepsi hasn't made Pepsi Man their mascot in America. Like,
Yeah,
considering
yeah.
how big he is down here.
Yeah, I feel like, they could definitely do a marketing campaign with him or something. I feel like it would work. I mean,
It's a character that like you look at him and then you remember the product that they're trying to sell.
Supposedly, I have a relative who was one of the people who helped found Pepsi.
wow.
What?
That's pretty
I heard
cool.
this like last year from my mom, and I'm like, "What? Am I hearing this right?" I don't know if it was they helped found it or they were one of the first workers, but yeah, apparently I had a relative who played a role in Pepsi, even though I like
Wow.
Coke products better.
Change your name to
Poopsie.
Poop Sega Tokyo.
I'll change the soda name to Miss Tufsy.
Yeah. Is that the name of the grandma from SpongeBob who took Gary in, or am I getting that mixed up?
It's something from SpongeBob.
I forget her name. Where she
Or
apparently
Miss Tuff-
overfeeds her snails.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of woman does such a thing?
Yeah, she was definitely a freak.
What other IPs could we see on the Switch 2?
Let's see.
I almost said Subway Surfer. No. I
No.
was thinking of that other game. What was it where you're on jet skis or whatever?
Oh, like the 1080 snowboarding and wave race.
Wave Race. That's the one.
Yeah. A wave race. A new wave race would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I.
Especially if it were online.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
I think I don't think Nintendo would do this, but I feel like they should make another game. Like, I know they made Nintendo Switch Sports, but Nintendo needs to stop being so like afraid of using the Miis. They need to make like a new Wii Sports resort game, like, you know, something with like more actual content than, you know, Switch Sports, but like, you
Nintendo Switch 2 Sports.
Yeah.
No.
You have to wait 2 years for volleyball.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whatever leg strap accessory.
Golf releases 5 years into the Switch 3's lifetime on the Switch 2.
We're releasing Wii Switch Fit. You gotta wait 2 years for the Switch balance board.
Well, it has like Wii Switch Fit has like, I don't know, it has like, not Wii Switch, Nintendo Switch 2 Fit has like, they have the base game has like Switch 2 Pilates or something weird like that, and then like every other mode is like a microtransaction. It's locked behind the link box.
Yeah, every single individual yoga pose is like $5.
Yeah, that sounds like. I genuinely don't think Nintendo is going to go the microtransaction route with anything, but like, I think it would be morbidly hilarious if they just locked every single thing in like every game behind microtransactions. Just like they just desperately like, all right, guys, let's just get into this market. We just got to see how it goes, you know. Let's try those microtransactions. Or I think, I don't know. I think it'd be cool if they made like, they just remade Ocarina of Time.
Oh my!
Like, I know that.
Yeah.
They have the engine on 3DS.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
If they could put Donkey Kong Country from the 3DS version onto Switch, they could do this with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Yeah, and like they don't even.
I agree.
Like, straight up, they could just take the 3DS engine. I mean, they could even. I mean, I know this sounds weird, but they could technically even take the N64 engine. Like, if you see what people have done with Render 96. You know, just like iterating on the original Mario 64 with like these super high poly models and just like, you know, polishing up the mechanics and everything. Like, I feel like they could just literally take the 3DS game, make some new models, you know, tweak the code a tiny bit, and bam, you know, you got like Ocarina of Time looking like a, if it really can run PS4 level games. You know, just like take the 3DS engine, put like PS4 level models in there, and it would easily sell like hotcakes.
You know,
Especially if you sold it as a duo pack.
Yeah.
Like, you mean like with
They
Majora's
would.
Mask?
They would sell them separately for $60. We all know this.
70. I think I heard someone say that the Switch 2 games are going to be $70.
Sheesh.
I know. That's That's $140 for 2 games.
They're gonna make us like pay $70 for the new Mario Golf, and then we're gonna have to keep, you know, gambling and you know, for shirtless Wario gotcha mechanics and
We're porting Mario
every
64
is-
again into another collection. That's gonna be $70.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, this year's 40th anniversary of Mario, what do you think we're gonna see from that?
Oh, it is?
That's
Yeah.
why I think
Oh.
I don't. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say that is that's why I think that 3D Mario will probably be coming out this year.
Yeah.
But I guess technically it's more like the 44th anniversary of Mario. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Super Mario Bros. Yeah, is the one they always go with. So
Yeah.
Man,
I think-
they need to put Samari the Adventurer on Switch 2. SMH.
Yes.
man, that's like
It-
that.
It's updated graphics, but then the physics are just like still the same absolute whack, no momentum in the air kind of physics.
Yeah. Well, if it'll be like how Sonic Adventure was the name, when they took Sonic into 3D, instead of Somari the Adventurer, it's just going to be called Somari Adventure EX, and that's going to be like the big 3D Mario game is 3D Somari.
We're bringing Sonic.exe to the Switch 2.
Yeah. Have you seen there was a reaction of the post-credit scene from Sonic 2, with Shadow or whatever.
Yeah, and some
there was,
kid
like, a
yelled,
kid-
"Is that Sonic.exe?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, words.
Yep.
I think
They can be funny.
No,
Yeah,
but like,
definitely.
while we're on the topic of Sega, they are remaking a lot of their Dreamcast games. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they could. I feel like. What do you guys? I mean, what do you guys think would be better if they like remade Sonic Adventure 1 or Sonic Adventure 2, or if they just went screw it and remade both of them?
I
like,
think they should remake both.
Yeah,
I have a
think
really hot take here. Like this is a really hot take.
Uh-huh.
I would
Oh.
rather a remake of a bad game that makes it good than a remake of a good game that potentially screws it up. So I say Sonic 06.
Yeah.
Change the models, please. I know some people
Yes.
like the Sonic 06 models, but they look like something out of Jane and the Dragon.
Why is Sonic long?
I do like the models in that game. I kind of like how he has the long pointy quills. He is a bit lanky though. He's definitely
yeah.
Lanky Kong.
The mocap makes it worse.
Yeah, they look like puppets.
Eggman looks what?
Oh yeah, yes, I would.
I've got golden nipples.
Yeah, I would change. I would definitely change Eggman.
100%. Yeah, what
I do kinda
happened? Because
like-
I remember seeing the teaser, and Sonic's model looked a lot like they were taking from the Dreamcast era.
Yeah, no, yeah, I do. Yeah, so I do. Like I said, I do like the models in the game, but I would be perfectly fine if they just took the model from the teaser and just like upscaled it, basically, because the model from the teaser looked literally perfect.
Yeah, from what I heard, they lost a lot of that, and that's why they had to scramble to make everything again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
that's-
like.
It feels like there's a lot of Sonic games that like could have been good, but something happens during development that like completely throws it off. Like what you said with 06, with them having to scramble to make all the new models and stuff, and then for Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, they were making a PC port of it, and then Sega had that deal with Nintendo for the next 3 Sonic games to be on Wii U, and it's like, we don't have a third game. You guys have to make Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric for the Wii U now, last minute.
Yeah, that was. I feel like hadn't it been for that, they wouldn't have reverted Sonic back. Even though I did like the TV show.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
the
I
TV show
think-
was funny.
Yeah, I've been binging it lately. This must be what birds feel like. Look at me, I'm a penguin.
Yeah. Yeah, the TV honestly the TV show was pretty amazing, but I do
Yeah.
think feel like Sonic Boom probably would have. I feel like it would have probably stayed its own separate franchise. But they probably would have kept going like if it was a good game or if it was received well.
I think because they were really going full on replacing the tan arms. If I'm not mistaken, they were doing like what DreamWorks did with VeggieTales when they redesigned them for that Netflix show. And then people complained and they reverted back.
I think it's because it was made. The Sonic Boom was made exclusively by Sega of America. I don't think Sega of Japan had any involvement. So
Oh,
I feel like that was kind of like, yeah, I think that was gonna be like Sega of America's like their Sonic, basically kind of like I mean, like an American Sonic where they would get like a Western developer like Naughty Dog to do the games, basically.
You mean Big Red Button, who went bankrupt right after Sonic Boom?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got the mixed
Man,
up.
if Sonic didn't cause bankruptcy for two companies, like the Sonic movie, when they redesigned Sonic, the studio in Canada, I found out it wasn't the entire studio, but the studio in Canada went bankrupt due to it. You shouldn't have given him human hands and teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, but I do feel like the ugly Manhog Sonic design did give the movie some extra publicity that it might not have had if they just released with the good design from the get-go.
I still don't understand how people keep saying it's a PR stunt. No, it was not.
Yeah, no way. They had so much merchandise. That's such a massive money.
And all those stand-ins.
Yeah, it was not a PR stunt. It'd be like the biggest to actually purchase fake merchandise, make these companies waste actual money on producing these things that aren't actually meant to be sold.
Yeah, if anything, studios don't do that. They're trying to find a way to save more money.
Yeah, definitely. I just can't believe it's so weird though that we came from the really ugly Sonic the furry anthro manhog or whatever
with cow udders on his back.
Yeah,
what was that? He had 3 in a row on each side. I'm like, ew! Those look like friggin' udders.
I want to see. A part of me is morbidly curious as to what Knuckles would have looked like in the old movie art style.
Well, there's test footage. Unused animation.
He literally had how real echidnas have that really long snout. They had the echidnas from the first movie, and they had the really long echidna nose, that realistic echidna.
Yeah.
They kind of look like Sonic, and they had fingers like Boom Knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad they didn't give Knuckles fingers, because people were doing concept art, their own little fan art, and giving him fingers. I'm like, he's not gonna have fingers. Paramount's not that stupid.
You know what's weird is somehow I literally never noticed that Knuckles doesn't have fingers. It just never crossed my mind.
Is there just a giant lump under his glove, or is it fingers? We don't know.
I think he does have fingers, but I mean obviously he wears boxing gloves with these spiky.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Unlike the Sonic fan film where he wears fingered gloves.
Yeah.
I remember when waiting for a long time for that to come out.
Is that the one where they got Julia White to voice everything?
Yeah, and they never made a sequel.
Was that that was the ending scene? They had Knuckles or something.
Yeah, we never got to see the front of him.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. I think. Do you guys think Wario and Waluigi are going to be in the Mario movie too, or do you think Nintendo just will not dare touch them?
I'm hoping they are, but I'm not expecting them to be because I feel like Miyamoto is in charge of it. He's only gonna want his characters in it.
Plus, I don't think it's gonna be a sequel. I've been hearing that I think they're trying to do something else, but that doesn't explain the Yoshi scene. Sorry for spoilers, but that movie's been out for how long?
It's not a spoiler at this point.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Especially when you see Yoshi's in the friggin' movie.
Yeah,
Right.
We know what he's gonna look like. Why'd you act like we don't know?
That's why, I mean, I get that he wasn't like prominent at all in the first movie. He was only in it for a few seconds, but genuinely, just like if you went, if we got like, if the camera zoomed in on garlic and you heard a wow, that genuinely.
I'd scream in the theater. I would genuinely scream in the theater.
It zooms in on garlic and you hear.
Sorry.
Yeah, even just hearing Wario fart, like that would be more hype than just here's a Yoshi egg. I mean,
You'd hear the moms go, "What?
yeah.
How rude!"
All the Facebook moms would be like sending angry emails with like minions.
I am appalled and offended. They had a character fart in a movie, and he never even had the audacity to say, "Excuse me." I'm never buying another Mario game because of this one particular scene.
I don't want my kids to see this inappropriate behavior.
You can't play Mario. He farts. Mommy, that's Wario.
You can't play Luigi then.
Reverb fart sound effects.
Just the screen goes black, and that's all you hear in the theater.
Before the lights turn on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That would be actual peak. Just hear Wario fart.
I would love to be in there just to see the Karen moms just be like, "What the? That's it. You're never playing another Mario game." But Mom!
That's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Wario.
No excuses. He farted. Unacceptable.
Nintendo they would issue an apology statement and say, "We've re-released the movie, and now Wario says it was me after he farted."
We re-released the movie.
No, they censor it with the iPhone ringtone sound effect. Or something stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
What do we think? What do we think the next 3D Mario game is gonna be like?
I'm thinking like something along the lines of Sonic Frontiers.
Super Mario Audacity. He has the audacity to have another 3D game.
Right.
It's just Mario just be like, "Another one? Screw this!" He just does errands.
Oh, no. Super Mario goes to the fridge to get a glass of milk.
Yeah, no, I'd pay to play that.
Yeah.
That's some top-notch gameplay right there.
Easily, yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of wonder where they're gonna go for Mario Odyssey. I mean, it seems like there's a big trend now to say that Mario Odyssey sucked, which I guess that
it didn't suck, but I didn't get that same feeling of immersion that I got with like Galaxy or Sunshine. And I know a lot of people have been crapping on Sunshine lately.
Right. Oh yeah, no. Yes, I think the Sunshine hate is definitely undeserved.
It is.
I understand it was buggy, but it's still such an immersive and great game.
Yeah, and I think like people can complain about the voice acting in Sunshine, but like that's like I feel like it's very bold of them to actually have like voice acted cutscenes. Like
try something new, test the waters, kind of thing.
The original complaints were just FLUDD, and then it just spiraled off into this.
Yeah, I mean. Honestly, I would not mind at all if they I mean, I don't want a game that's like too gimmicky, but like just the level of I think Mario Sunshine wasn't like afraid to kind of like break the status quo, I would say. Like I feel like Bowser, yeah, he's the main villain again, but you have like Shadow Mario is kind of like the antagonist for most of the game, and I mean, obviously he turns out to be Bowser Jr. or whatever, but I feel like it was still a very like different plot from like every Mario game that kind of followed it.
Yeah. Oh
I think
shoot!
Wario,
Nintendo revealed info on the new Mario 3D game. It's called Super Mario Ecstasy.
Oh no.
Oh, this couch!
Oh, Luigi!
Your
I'm
hair!
sitting houses.
I feel like Mario's probably already doing some kind of shrooms or something, with how just I don't know. That's how he's always, imagining himself as like Super Mario and like seeing like talking mushrooms and stuff. Like he's just a regular guy in an apartment, but
It reminded me of
freaking
that
out.
video where like Luigi gets off of whatever the
yeah,
stuff they're taking is,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and King Boo's just
That one's
some
great.
big guy with a Burger King
Yeah, like-
crown.
yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Oh my goodness.
So what I was thinking for the next 3D Mario game is something kind of like Sonic Frontiers, where you have like these big open worlds with like stuff to do in them and explore, but then you unlock like the more linear levels,
Right. Yeah,
like
I mean,
the cyberspace, something like that for 3D Mario.
I think that would be kind of cool. Although I do feel like Mario Odyssey is already kind of that format, I guess you would say.
Hot take. I'm tired of people asking for Odyssey 2. Just move on to the next 3D Mario, have a different thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's going to be
yeah.
something completely original.
Odyssey
the
was
Galaxy
done?
3 Yes.
Galaxy 2 only happened because they wanted to put more in one.
Yeah, I did want Odyssey 2, like while we still had the Switch, but since that like never happened, like since we're on the Switch 2, yeah, I would say just go on to something completely new now. I do kind of want to see I really liked the platforming mechanics in Odyssey. I kind of feel like, I mean, I think that the capping, I think that was like innovative how you like possess the enemies, but I kind of want a game with just like the platforming from Odyssey and then just like iterate on the platforming stuff, I guess. Like I think it should have like a gimmick, but not like a big gimmick, if that makes any sense.
A gimmick that involves more so platforming instead
Yeah.
of like turning the game into a bunch of different like tiny genres, basically.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool if they did something similar to how like the Doom powers and Shadow Generations work, how it's not like really that intrusive to
Mario's skin starts melting off. Ah!
I think it'd be really cool if they made a game. I always see Wario and Shadow the Hedgehog as like, I feel like they're the two like counterparts from the Mario and Sonic franchises. So I think it'd be really cool if we had like a really edgy Wario game called Wario the Plumber, where he uses guns and he rides around on his motorcycle.
I am Wario Android, ultimate battle life form created by Bowser.
Yes, I would. That would be my favorite game of all time. Where is that warring for chaos garlic?
The 7 Chaos Garlics.
You mean the 7 Chaos Garlics? Mrs. Obama, get down!
I think it'd be cool.
Oh my god!
I think it'd be really cool if like the government is trying to hunt Wario down, and we have like Rudy the Clown. We have like we get Wario's backstory. He was created by Professor Egad to be the ultimate battle life form, but he made a deal with Rudy the Clown, so he has some like Rudy the Clown DNA, and there's like an invasion, and Wario uses guns. Yeah, basically just Shadow the Hedgehog with Wario.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
I think they
too.
should,
Yes.
I think they should add Squidward to Splatoon 4.
I can see some kind of like they did a SpongeBob crossover for a Splatfest. I'm not sure if they go any further than that.
That's crazy
I-
that happened.
Yeah.
It is. I haven't played much of the Splatoon games, honestly, but if they did something insane, like actually add Squidward to the game, I would 100% buy the next Splatoon.
It'd be no. Have either of you played the Patrick Star game?
I have the Switch version, and the Switch version that runs at 2 frames per second.
What?
Yeah, the Switch version is awful.
Oh my god! Why did they release it?
There's so many frame drops. It is ridiculous.
Ugh.
I've heard it's like Goat Simulator, but with Patrick in it.
Which, fun fact, the company that makes it was essentially like the LJN of modern gaming. All their games are broken, buggy messes that don't play well.
Guess Nickelodeon
So they were
needs to find a new studio.
Yeah. So they were ironically the perfect fit for the Patrick Star game.
Yeah, I heard like they made it so that the part of the game's like the gameplay is you need to find as many bugs as possible.
Yeah, you have to find all the mayo jars. You got to do random quests for people.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it's fun and like a really like they kind of leaned into how buggy
it's
it
fun
is
on the
to break
Switch.
game. Yeah,
It's not fun on the Switch because it's barely playable.
Takes 128 hours to beat,
Yeah.
and that's only through the first level.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. I've never played it.
Yeah, we do that. I think they should put Mr. Krabs, the Mr. Krabs on ketamine game or whatever they had. Like, I feel like they should put that on the Switch too.
Yo. No. Yeah. I don't know. What if they remastered Shrek Super Slam for the Switch too?
I'd be surprised.
That would, that would make it the greatest selling console of all time. Shrek.
It would.
It's not out of the
franchise.
question because we've seen games get remastered that we didn't even ask for.
It's true.
I forget. Wasn't there like I don't know if it was a Nickelodeon game, but there was like some obscure game that no one asked to be remastered, and it was.
I have no idea.
Did they remaster one of the Nickelodeon kart racer games, or did they make a new one?
I don't know. It was like
I think they
it was some cartoon IP. I don't know if it was Nickelodeon or a game that undersold in the past, but like I remember we got a remaster for something that no one asked for, and people were like, they don't need to make this.
Right. Yeah, I feel like I know. I feel like I've seen one or two of those. And
What was it? It was like it was 9 N64 game. Dang, my brain's farting. I don't know.
I would say, it sounds like it could be something for the GameCube or the PS2.
Yeah, there was something. It was like a terrible choice to remaster. I don't remember. Unless it was Glover.
maybe it was Glover.
I could be wrong. I know they did.
So when are we getting the M&M's kart racing remaster?
That'd be funny. Oh, but we gotta update the green M&M.
Yeah.
Even though you don't even see the underparts.
I mean, yeah, they probably would update the green.
I saw they updated the Statue of Liberty green M&M at their store.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to.
There was nothing wrong with her. It was just
What-
all
what
she
did
had
they-
were high heels.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, what did they? Because I didn't even know they changed the green. I mean, are they're just
They
changing
gave her
the high
sneakers.
heel?
I'm like, what? Do women not wear high heels?
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty silly. I do feel like
Yeah.
I do feel like I don't know. I feel like sometimes uh make like male characters look a lot more masculine in a lot of Western games now. Like I don't like them to be like over the top.
They're gonna make Mario built.
Yeah.
It's
He's
a
gonna
me,
be absolutely
a
jacked.
Mario.
Yeah.
It's a me, Mario. Mario Smash!
I want Chris Pratt as Mario. Take it or leave it.
The you seen that like realistic Mario game with that it's like old, it's from when the Mario movie came out, but there was some guy that made like a realistic Chris Pratt Mario game.
Ooh.
I gotta look that up real quick.
He had like Jack Black as Bowser and everything. Like super realistic looking.
Do I know when VeggieTales.exe? I'm not working on a VeggieTales.exe. You got the wrong guy.
Like how every time like there's like a scary version of a franchise, just add .exe.
People always want me to make scary stuff like I do a Chuck E. Cheese project and they want Chuck E. Cheese.exe or something like Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm like, no, that's not in my alley.
Yeah.
Bro, I genuinely like animatronics. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop bullying me.
There was like a creepypasta or something called like The Truth About Chuck E. Cheese. And they had like, I don't know, the story was like Chuck E. Cheese is actually some mutant rat that we, you know, keep locked up and we let him out for performances or something.
Oh, I
really
saw
funny.
that. And he like, yeah, it's like a real rat. Like
Yeah.
humanoid rat thing. And it escapes.
Yeah, and they had like some really weird line in there. Like there was a part where they were trying to like, you know, get like animal control on him or something. And they were like, "No, stop! That's a beast version of our mascot. We can't hurt him." And I was like, "That's a beast version of our mascot. Like, how does that have any relevance to like, you know, the giant mutant rat trying to like, you know, like,
It's not the real mascot.
I did my own interpretation with some friends. I think it's called Silly Spaghetti. And there's like a part regarding an uncle, and I think he urinates it, and you just hear a bucket splash of water.
Oh man.
Oh, that's out of pocket. On to the next thing.
Yeah, Switch 2. This is a very interesting conversation
2.
about Switch 2.
Number
and
2.
Literally nothing else.
Switch Dookie.
yeah.
So, how do you guys feel about the Switch 7?
Damn, I'll be 90.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we had something called a game box.
Okay. What do you guys think of them like straight up doing Nintendo Switch 2 instead of like the Nintendo Flex or the Nintendo?
I bet they were throwing around names, but they're like, we don't want another Wii U situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Switch 2, it's straight into the point.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so weird because like when they were teasing the Wii U on like other websites, they were calling it the Wii 2. I'm like, they should have stuck with that.
Yeah, I think the reason they called it Wii U is because it rolls off the tongue better than Wii 2.
Yeah,
but
because that's a sound an ambulance truck makes.
Well, that's what Nintendo needed, an ambulance after the sales of the Wii U, so that's why they.
Yep.
Are we gonna have a problem? Better switch up your attitude. Wii U, Wii U.
Yeah.
Ah, the classic.
That's my favorite. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's top 10 memes.
It's up there. It's up there.
It's up there with Adam Sandler's Billy Madison
Yeah.
for no reason. What are some
Um,
obscure mascots you want to be revived for the Switch 2?
Klonoa. Klonoa,
Didn't
easily
they-
Klonoa.
Didn't they do
They
that?
did make a they did make a remaster for the Switch, but from what I've heard, it sold relatively well, and Bandai Namco said that if it sold well enough, they'd consider making a new one. I'm hoping that we see one.
Yeah, and I hope we get Repack 2.
so
Yes, that as well.
This
Pac-Man
one's,
World 2 is like the best of the trilogy.
It is. It really is. It's like the best of Mario 64 and Crash Bandicoot just mashed together into one game.
I mean, they remade the first one. Did the first one sell well at all? Like,
I think so. I haven't looked up the numbers, but
if they made like a profit off the first Pac-Man World remake, I can see them doing that. Pac-Man World 2 remake. I would say as far as obscure mascots though, there's one called like Ty the Tasmanian.
yes,
Yeah,
I bought
he
that
got
on
some
Switch.
sort of remaster.
Yeah, they did make the Switch remaster. I played the GameCube versions when I was like a little kid. I think it'd be interesting if they made a straight up new game. I love how they were kind of trying to like hone in on that like Sonic sort of style. Like they literally had like a metal tie or whatever. They kind of had like a slightly similar art style. It's still very like distinct from Sonic, but they were kind of trying to have like the cool radical, thing going on with it.
I'd be surprised if they brought back Tack.
Oh yeah, I remember him like Tack.
Oh yeah, Power Juju.
Like, yeah.
I watched the cartoon on Nickelodeon and it
Me
was
too.
awful.
I don't
Yeah,
remember it being awful.
Yeah,
I may
can-
have to
can
look
really-
again.
I remember seeing it and like liking it, but I do remember some people saying it was bad, so I'd have to watch it again, I guess. But I had the GBA game.
Hot take, I never really liked the GBA. It was one of my
what?
first
Oh,
own
man.
consoles, but like I'd see someone play like a console version of a game and I'd get the Game Boy version thinking it was going to be the same and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm bored."
Oh yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
fair. That is fair for
So
sure. Like, the
misleading. I'm
GBA
glad we're out of that time.
If I'm being honest though, the GBA is, even though I wouldn't say it has like the best games of all time, but it's my favorite console because of Wario Land 4 for the Game Boy Advance. Like,
That's an exception.
well, I mean, I think it does have a pretty I like Superstar Saga. I played the heck out of that when I was a kid.
I never
Wario
beat
Land.
that one. I'm not talking about like the new IPs. I'm talking about like when they'd release like versions of games that were
Yeah.
released on console. That's
Yeah,
why I didn't like it.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. No. That is fair. Like the third party games on GBA kind of sucked.
yeah. It's all just like all these licensed games on GBA are just all of them are 2D platformers. For some reason, that's all those studios ever knew how to make on the GBA is 2D platformers and nothing else.
I did
Yeah. Although
one of the worst that I didn't like, and I am probably going to upset people, was the Kingdom Hearts game on GBA.
Chain of Memories.
Yeah, I was not,
Yeah.
and also the concept. I didn't know the concept of saving. So anytime I played like Sonic Advance 3, I'd have to restart the entire game, and I blame my cousin thinking that he deleted the file. I'm like, what'd you do?
Oh. Yeah. I liked I guess this is an acquired taste because they're so frustratingly hard, but I really liked. There's like the Mega Man Zero series.
I had Mega
You
Man
guys
and
played
Base.
Mega Man?
I gave a bunch of my
Uh,
Game Boy Advance games to some kid I barely knew. That was a mistake. He kept forgetting my name.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think I may have
Yeah,
also
I-
accidentally
here's-
given him my DS games.
Oh yeah. When I was like 10, there was this kid in my neighborhood, and he would always like come to our house, and I don't even know why we would like let him into our house, but he would steal our DS games. He would straight up take them Like, yeah, he took like my Pokemon, my brother's like Pokemon Pearl, and he's like still salty about that to this day, which, I guess rightfully so.
Yeah.
I remember some kid at my like karate after school. He told me the next day. He's like, "Yeah, I took Mario Party Advance. I liked it, but I lost it." I'm like, "What? You never told me you." Like I was pissed because I liked Mario Party Advance. That was one of the Game Boy games I liked.
Yeah, that game. Yeah, like I said, I think that game it's very different, but it's a very cool like chill Mario
I like
game.
the solo
It
campaign.
is.
Yeah, and the mini
Yeah,
games are good.
Yeah, the characters you meet are pretty charming too, like the dolphin who you're trying to like laugh for them to get the audience to laugh.
Yeah, I remember
That
that.
kind of thing.
Yeah, honestly, like I think the only reason people don't like it is because it has the Mario Party name and it's just very different.
I mean,
It's like a Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts situation. That game, I actually liked Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Did I think it worked as a Banjo-Kazooie game? No. But as a game itself, for what it is, it's actually pretty solid.
I think part of it was like how they were designed.
Yeah.
I don't know what was with Rare and making all their characters all blocky type of.
They did that. They did that to match the style of the vehicles because their original designs didn't look right.
No, but like Viva Pinata looked like that.
Huh.
They were like going through a weird phase.
I remember there was like an article about like when Microsoft bought Rare, they thought they owned Donkey Kong for like a second, and then they realized they didn't.
That sounds like 2000s Microsoft. Definitely.
Or,
Oh, pardon.
one, I don't know if you would call this an obscure franchise at all, but I would really like to see like Nintendo do something with like Earthbound or the Mother series.
Yes.
Yeah, I like.
Yes.
Do what they did to Link's Awakening.
Yeah. That's what I was.
Yeah. Give it to Grezzo to work on.
And maybe
And
to sugarcoat it, or put the cherry on top, make it do something like what they did with Kirby and the Rainbow Curse on Wii U, where it's claymation style.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be really charming.
Yeah, I really would love for them to do like a claymation, like especially the first Earthbound game. Like they call it, I guess the localized version is called Earthbound Beginnings, but it's kind of a mouthful. But that game, the original game, yeah, Mother 1, like I feel like that desperately needs a remake.
Yeah,
So I think if they
Mother
made
3
that,
would be great.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder, like, for Mother 3, should they just put that on Virtual Console and then remake the first one? Just because, like, the first one's more in need of a remake, but obviously the third one is, like, the one that people want released over here, so, like...
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the remake would make people lose their minds over here.
Yeah, you mean, like, a remake of the first one, or a remake of Mother 3?
Mother 3.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, is, like I said, the Mother 1, I feel like, would make the most sense for a remake, but I guess a Mother 3 remake would also work just because it would be like a new coat of paint and it would be like, hey, it's Mother 3, we're releasing it in the US, so, that, I feel, either one would work. Or I don't know, maybe they could do both. Maybe they could remake Mother 3 and then they could remake Earthbound Beginnings.
So wait, was Mother 3 on like the Game Boy Advance supposed to be just the N64 game, but on...
Yeah. It started out as an N64 game and somehow it ended up as a GBA game. I have no idea how.
I think it was due
Yeah,
to maybe time, because like the N64, I think what they were trying so hard to work on it, but the N64 was probably on the way out.
I think so. Yeah, I think it looked like a pretty ambitious game on the N64, honestly, and it seemed like it was pretty late into its lifespan. So I think they were like, all right, we can switch over from N64 to like GameCube development, or we can switch over to GBA. And I'm sure like doing, restarting development on the GBA probably seemed a lot more appealing, and it just fit more with the art style of the previous two games.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna question why they wouldn't just upscale the models, like put it on GameCube. But yeah, that does make sense.
I don't know how
Yeah.
far into development it was in.
I would imagine probably not that far because they had like a little trailer reel for it, and the plot for like the GBA Mother 3 seems to be about the same, but actually I don't know. Maybe I have no I have no idea how far they went actually because there's like different chapters in the game where you play like different characters. I think when like I don't know. It looks actually. I might be talking out of my butt. I don't know. I was gonna
I
say,
always do that. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like most of what they showed is from the first chapter of the GBA game for like Mother 364. So I think they probably just got like maybe the first chapter done, but I think they had like a little segment from later in the game. I don't know if they had everything in between or not.
Yeah, if they release Mother 3 now, it would cause an outrage, I think.
Yeah.
It probably would.
Yeah, I would think so. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, well, I guess I would, just because I guess, it's kind of weird that they just haven't done anything with it already, but...
I think it has to do with, like, the copyrights for, like... Because Shigesato Itoi, I believe, owns part of the copyright to the game, and he said he doesn't want to make another one.
Yeah. But I think
So
he
that's-
I
has, like,
didn't
a
know
new
that.
one.
I was wondering
I
why
think
Earthbound wasn't being, like, touched or anything.
Well, yeah, I think I think he's specifically talking about a new story, like a Mother 4. I don't think he would mind if they remade it. At least as far as I know.
Yeah, because he seemed pretty excited for it, for Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound to be on NSO.
Yeah, like I think he's totally... Yeah, I think he's done with, like, he doesn't want to be involved with the franchise anymore. He's just moved on, I guess. That's what he kind of meant by, not doing any more Earthbound or Mother games. But, if they wanted to remake it, or I guess even if they wanted to make a Mother 4, but just made it with a different director, I'd assume he'd probably be okay with that.
That's the thing, though. If we never got Mother 3, what would it be called if they did a Mother 4?
Yeah, that is weird, but I'm also wondering, what would they call Mother 3 if it does get localized over here? Because now we have Earthbound Beginnings, and we have Earthbound.
They call it
Oh.
Motherfuck. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I guess that's, if they're in that situation where they don't know what to name.
We don't know what to name it. Just drop the MF bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, you could have...
Mommy,
if I
can
did
I go play
Earthbound-
Mother?
Yeah. Yeah.
Honey, what game do you want from the shelf? Mother. The GameStop
Yeah.
employee gets all wide-eyed. What did your son just say?
Yeah.
Honey! What? That's what the game says, Mommy.
Nintendo's gonna have. I kind of like the idea though that like the Facebook moms get more angry over Wario farting in the Mario movie than Nintendo literally calling their game Mother F.
Because it's gross, even though it's just bodily functions.
Yeah.
Lady, it's not like you've ever heard a fart yourself.
Yeah.
We call them toots where I come from.
Yeah, like that automatically makes it less gross.
Yeah, were you a train?
Yeah. They should add Thomas the Tank Engine to Smash Bros. I think everybody.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing someone
Yeah.
adding him to a fighting game.
What?
Someone
Oh,
like modded Thomas into some fighting game and gave him a
I think-
moveset.
It might
I
have
think
been Fighter Z. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think it was.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Yeah.
Someone said, yeah, like, Mom, you need to calm down.
Yeah.
I hear you fart all the time. Do I say anything? No.
Yeah. Oh.
I love
What do you
how
think?
we stop for a second and I just say something absurd like fart.
Yeah. Well,
Just
it's
whisper
always,
into the mic like, ice.
yeah. Well, it's
Oh
always
wait.
it's always going to be
Do
relevant.
I have to get the soundboard?
It just, it becomes a discussion about Wario whenever you talk about, farts, I guess. So.
Yeah, Mario Man, go get the soundboard. We just hear. Hold
Hold on.
No,
I got this. I got this. I got this. Yeah. Well, last time I streamed, it was just me and my crew spamming the soundboard.
Oh, I have it muted. It's not gonna pick up in the stream.
What do we think they're gonna do with Mii's? Because I hope
I would.
I love
I
how we
would
keep
hope
going
they-
back to that. The Mii's are dead. Face it.
Get over
They're all dead.
Yeah.
Matt from Wii Sports is the only survivor, and he gets his own game.
They stopped.
He's taking-
They stopped acknowledging Mii's after the bowling incident.
Yeah. He just. I'm imagining a game like Dead Rising, but it's Matt from Wii Sports taking on hordes of sports mates instead of zombies.
That would be pretty cool.
What do you think the future of the Mario and Luigi series is going to be? I've heard mixed things about Brothership.
I think Brothership is pretty good, actually. It just takes a little while to start up.
That shouldn't be a thing. You should get into the good stuff immediately.
I think it. Personally, I think I haven't played through all of it. I think it actually. I would say. I think it does. Like, I think the. What? Okay, I'm taking a while to talk here. I was gonna say, I think maybe the main thing is it just takes a while, a little longer than normal to get into a boss fight, I guess you would say. I think the plot and the gameplay mechanics and everything, I would say they go pretty smoothly. It's like a 30-hour like game, so
Yeah, I was like around like halfway through it, and I didn't know, and I looked up I thought I was almost done, and I looked up the amount of time, like 30 hours. Holy.
I have heard mixed things on the control scheme.
Yeah. I think it's a bit more fluid, and like it's a bit more like fluid than the other Mario and Luigi's.
But I have heard about when you want to control Luigi, it's very weird.
Yeah, in the other games, Mario, it's like when you're selecting options and stuff in like the attack menu, you would always
use
press
B for
B
Luigi.
That does throw me off. It's I feel like I don't mind it too much, but it definitely does throw me off a bit.
Yeah, Luigi feels almost more like an NPC that follows Mario around in Brothership.
Yeah. One thing I do.
What happened?
I was gonna say one thing I really like about it compared to Paper Jam is it feels like it has a lot more personality. Like
yes.
I heard Paper Jam has some good like gameplay, but the story was like so bland. Like it was just like toads. We need toads. But Bowser can princess. Like it's just the same like kind of.
Yeah, the stuff that we normally would expect. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really have any unique characters other than Starlo. This game like makes it. It's very. it definitely took me back to Superstar Saga, I would say. I do think
Yeah.
the game starting kind of slow is a valid complaint, even though I don't mind it. But I think my actual biggest complaint, it's more of a nitpick, is just they have a different composer and the boss music just doesn't hit as hard. It's still good,
It
but
doesn't. It's good.
it,
Yeah, it's not. It's not nearly as memorable
yeah,
as. Yeah.
like if you've I don't know if you guys heard of like the final boss theme from Bowser's
I.
Inside Story.
Yes.
Yes.
That goes absolutely
Yeah,
insane.
that
One of
is
the best things
yeah.
in the whole franchise.
Yeah, like not just the Mario and Luigi franchise, but literally one of the best themes in the straight up Mario franchise, I would say. And it's just uh yeah, without the composer from those games coming back, I listened to the final boss theme and it just kind of sounded like like there's a Marvel bad guy villain,
Oh, they didn't
beat
bring
him.
this guy back? What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
like
didn't bring Yoko back.
What?
Yeah. She's also the Kingdom Hearts composer.
Dang, Nintendo. Getting too big for your britches, huh?
It's so weird though, because she did the music for Mario RPG, and they did bring her back for the remake, and the remake
Yeah.
sounded like amazing. So I don't know. I guess she was just busy with like other games or something. I really don't know why they didn't get her for the
I
Mario
guess
and
so, because
Luigi.
that was around the same time.
Yeah, they were probably being, this one was a little later, but they probably, since this is a brand new game and not just a remake, they probably did, they probably were in development for a good amount of the same time.
My guess is they were already working on RPG, and by the time the Mario and Luigi game was announced, she already had her hands tied, so. Well, I
Yeah,
think you said that earlier already. I'm just
yeah, it could be.
I'm just reiterating the same thing differently.
Right. I hope this, I just hope it sells well enough for them to make another one, honestly.
Yeah.
My,
From
I,
from what I've heard, Acquire, the company that made it, is being bought by Sony, which means they're gonna have to find another new developer for the next one if they make another one.
yeah, I really hope that doesn't happen because it's already like crazy they brought this franchise.
Let me check the stream again. Reconnecting.
Second,
Connecting.
second.
Yeah, I've had that problem before too.
Oh, at least it's fine now. Oh my goodness.
Yep, we're back. We're back, folks.
Oh yeah, it looks like yeah.
I hope they do something good with Paper Mario. Stick with what you did for
Oh,
Thousand Year Door.
Yes.
Don't
I
add on to Origami King. Please stay where you are.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to see I want to see them. So obviously, I want to see like the unique characters again because I don't want to see like Toad, Baba, and Goomba, obviously. But I kind of want to see the next game have like some sort of Luigi centric.
I want Paper Luigi and the Marvelous Compass.
Yeah, like I
Sue
think
me.
it would be. I mean, it's like obviously, it's not Paper Mario, it's Paper Luigi. So Nintendo, I don't obviously I don't know if they're gonna want to do that, but ideally that would be the best Paper Mario game we could get, honestly. Like just Luigi's adventures from the Thousand Year Door.
Yes. It's a whole side of that game that we never get to really see.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that there's like some fans that are like, I don't know if it's a mod or a from scratch game, but they're literally making the Paper Luigi, the Marvelous Compass.
Oh, they're like from the ground
It's
up.
like, yeah, I don't know, it's either it's a fan game or a mod, but it looks like super legit. I think it's a fan game. I think it's from the
I
ground
feel like
up.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it looks pretty amazing from what I remember. I kind of want to see a game if it's gonna be like I kind of want to see. I know he's from Super Paper Mario, but I kind of want to see Mr. L come back. Mr. L, like the
Yeah.
Luigi's like alter ego. I feel like that would be kind of cool if he was just like the villain.
I'd be
somehow.
surprised if they remade Super Paper Mario. I'm just
Yeah, I
realizing
too.
they have the tools to do that.
I mean, I guess they could. From what I heard, like the story in that game. I mean, I haven't played much of it.
I liked it.
You know, yeah, I heard the story is basically the best, but the gameplay is a bit different. So some people like that more than others, I guess.
I
But
liked it for what it was. It's more of a 2D platformer, but like, I mean, I didn't hate it. I liked it.
right, right, yeah,
That's one that I have to play.
It was really fun for what it
Yeah.
was.
yeah. I think honestly, like if they, well, I don't know, just take, I guess the Thousand Year Door gameplay is probably the best for the next game, but I think it'd be cool if they could somehow mix elements from Super Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, and come up with something new.
Still baffling
I mean-
to remember that Super Paper Mario was also supposed to be on GameCube.
Oh, I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It was supposed to get
Yeah.
like the Zelda, what do you call it?
The
Smash
crossplay.
Yeah.
Cross,
Oh,
yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah. Have you guys seen there's like on Mario Nova's channel? Did you say you know Mario Nova, Dario?
Yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. I was like, how'd you get it?
Cool.
Friggin' Paper Mario trailer. He's like, what?
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dude, like that was the last thing I would have expected him to get a hold of.
Yeah, I was really hoping that would be like instead of it just being a video file on a 3DS ROM, I was hoping that we'd actually be able to data mine that and like find stuff from like before that initial trailer and like actually play that demo.
Yeah, I wonder if a demo even exists. Honestly.
I mean, if there's ever another, you know what, that happens.
Oh yeah, Crazy
Yeah.
they had.
Yeah, we found
One,
Luigi,
yeah,
guys.
Luigi.
He was
Yeah.
real.
That's right. L is real. See, what else there? Talk about with the Switch too. What do you guys? I mean, obviously the design is very similar, but what do you guys think of the design for the Switch 2? Like, you think it's cool?
I kind of miss the bright, colorful Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I would.
It looks like a
I like-
Steam Deck.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I like that we have like the blue and red or orange under the joysticks. Like it looks kind of cool and sleek. I would say I prefer the original Switch with how their main model had the red and blue Joy-Cons.
It's kind of insane when you think about it, because this is the first Nintendo console in a while that was not designed by Iwata.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Wow.
The Switch was the last thing Iwata designed. And the fact that
Yeah,
that
that's-
lasted how long it did is crazy.
I know.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I'm curious. I really wonder. I mean, I think I would say they made the right call by making a Switch 2 instead of like the Nintendo Flex or the Nintendo Lampshade or
The Nintendo
Whatever.
Wii U again.
Wii U again. Yeah, that too. But
Now you'll
Yeah.
buy it. No, the hell we won't.
yeah,
Mine still works. I've been hearing that a lot of people's
Yeah.
Wii U's have been bricking.
Yeah, mine
Oh,
still works too, thankfully. Like, if you have a Wii U that still works, it is a beast for homebrew.
Yeah,
Underrated
mine's a
for
day
part.
one Wii U.
wow. I still have mine, but I don't think I've touched it since 2018, honestly. So
I think they
guess
said it
I'll-
was like later models that were bricking themselves if you didn't use them for
I
a certain
see.
amount of time.
Yeah, thankfully mine was like around the time the Wii U came out.
Yeah, my parents got
Uh-huh.
2 of them and sold one off.
I
Thinking
see.
because we thought it was gonna be a great console that was selling well. Nah,
Oh.
I guarantee you, in about 10 years, the Wii U is gonna be like astronomical in price.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Definitely.
My parents should have held on to. Well, actually, I don't know because it could be bricked, unless it's just a collector's item.
Yeah, it just goes in a display case. It doesn't have to work.
It goes into the square hole.
Whoa. But oh yeah, I do wonder like I wonder what they would be I wonder what their if Iwata was still like the president of Nintendo, like I wonder if the Switch 2 would be like, you know, the same kind of thing that we're seeing right now, or if it would be a little different, or if they would just go in a totally different direction.
I think he would have done something where, and we may see it, it could stream to the TV from your hands, like a Wii U. That would be a good selling point for this thing.
That would be, yeah. Because then that would be another solution to the issue for like Mario Maker and stuff. Like, then you'd be able to, like, make levels on the TV that way, too.
Yeah, not only do you have the docket to see on the TV, you can stream it to the TV.
And that would be a good way to do DS and 3DS Virtual Console, because you could use yeah. I don't know, though. I mean, maybe that's... I mean, they didn't show off that feature in this, you know...
Unless they're doing it with the next Switch.
Yeah, the Switch 3.
We're saving it for Switch 3. Why didn't you put in this one? All you added were magnets.
We're already starting on the Switch 3 rumors.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
they're all gonna start, like, tomorrow.
I have a Switch 3 with me right now. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. I didn't sign an NDA. Ha ha!
Yeah.
Like those people where the ninjas went to their warehouse and they're like, no, we just built it based off the blueprints that were public.
That's so wild that like they had that technology thing last week and some company that like wasn't even affiliated with Nintendo. It's like, look guys, we're showing off the Switch 2 Joy-Cons or whatever.
And they flew all the way over there. Only to be told, yeah, we didn't sign an NDA, and we built these based off public blueprints.
Yeah, literally.
You're like, oh, we don't get more money.
And they had their own like CGI overview trailer too. I mean, it was like a lot shorter than the Switch one. But...
Not the one with the smell-o-vision.
No,
oh, God.
I saw that on Twitter. I'm like, okay, this is fake. The second I saw that, I'm like, you had me for a second,
I was like drawn into it, like excited for the Switch 2.
Yeah, and then you see Peach, and I'm like, okay, that's enough.
I was genuinely like, okay, so this isn't real, but I was like, but this seems like what an authentic thing would be. And then I hear Princess Peach talking about being sweaty. I'm like.
No.
What is going on? Like,
Cue the friggin' Sonic image. Keep your fetish away from me.
keep your fetish away from me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought it was really funny though. I'm like,
yeah. I was
cringing and laughing at the same time.
I know. I was crafting.
Yeah.
Would have been more believable if they had Wario fart.
Yeah, that would have been very believable.
So then the moms can start complaining.
Yeah. Or it's like the way it should have gone is, you know, where it was like, oh, I'm so sweaty. And he pulls down
no!
He's wearing like a
oh my God.
Better get off that computer, Waluigi. I'm feeling romantical. Remember the version they did? They had Toy Freddy.
What?
There was a version of that video of the guy on the friggin' laptop, and they replaced like both of them with like Withered and Toy Freddy. I was dying because they made like Toy Freddy's eye holes so tiny.
Maybe I'll see that. I'm not sure.
Oh. Ooh. They need to put queso on the Switch too. Oh wait, he'll make it way too much.
Yeah.
It'll fall through my floor just like my 3D printer did.
Yeah. Uh, well, I'm feeling a bit hungry, tired right now.
Yeah, this is a good
Yeah.
place to end off because we've been talking
Yeah.
a lot.
We have
Yeah.
been. I work early tomorrow.
Oh.
My
Nice.
job has me off the schedule.
Yeesh. It sucks.
I know.
Man.
So, anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, no problem.
We got nothing right now. I was
Yeah.
gonna say we got
about-
yeah.
We talked about everything that we probably possibly could have in terms of the Switch 2.
And
Plus,
Wario.
pretty much, yeah.
Never talk about Wario too much.
Oh yeah.
Plus derailing the topic like at least like 20 times.
Gotta love
Yeah.
ADD, man.
Yeah.
It's both a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about Wario.
Yeah.
The Wario is always a blessing.
Yeah. Bye everyone. Indeed.
Alright, everybody.